It's been
It's been really bad. Yeah. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. And
hello.
welcome back, Deb. My friend Deb
Thank
is
you
here.
for
I'm so
having
happy
me.
to have you again, girl.
Same
And
here.
I managed, as Deb knows, I managed to read her book, which was fabulous, fabulous, and I recommend it. And I've had it since October. That's how long it's been
You
backed
got
up.
the first copy.
Yeah. But it wasn't because I didn't want to read it. I really did. And I just said, damn it, I'm going to read this book. And I did. And
Oh well, I really, really, really appreciate it. One of the things about the book is that it's not like a cover to cover read.
no,
It's
you're
more
right.
like you figure out your number, you go to your number, and then you figure
Right.
out your cousin's number, and you go to that number. And
Mhm.
so
And
feel
boy, oh
free to
boy,
just.
are you're dead on, honest to God.
Oh, it's
Oh
good.
my goodness. Yeah. You're unbelievable. It's like,
I
oh my God, yes, yes, yes.
I love that. Thank you for that feedback.
Oh yeah.
That's so awesome. I appreciate that.
Sure, of
Thanks for
course.
the review. They really help. Hi,
Oh, yes,
everyone.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do read the book, please go to Amazon and do a review for Deborah. It helps her get out
Yeah.
there and
Even
people
if
can
it's
see
just
her.
reading your number and you think, oh, I
Right.
kind of like this,
Yeah.
then yeah,
Yep.
you don't have to
Uh,
read it cover to
And you
cover.
do
So,
have a Kindle edition. Is that right?
yep. And
Because
it's
I
on
got the
special
Kindle.
for $5.
Oh, yeah. And
I
it's a
put it
good
on
source
special.
for numerology. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So I want to say hello to Barb Heartlove and Maureen. And I want to say hello to Cheryl and Maria Scorpio. And you had an MRI on your right shoulder, Maureen, and you have to have rotator cuff surgery. My husband had it, and it's a very long
Healing process, right?
healing process, but he wouldn't even know he had it now. Yeah, he really had
Cool.
no problem after that. Thank you, Barb, for letting us know about the Walk for Peace. I love those monks and their dog. Oh my God, they're just so sweet. Aloka, the peace dog, and the monks that walked up from.
Oh, really? Is that what
Yes,
they've been
they
talking about with the
yes
monks?
they walked up from Texas all the way up to Washington D.C., which they started I think in October, and they got there to Washington yesterday.
Oh,
So
cool. Well, I did
yeah.
see that the dog, they treat the dog better than they if
Well,
the dog
yeah.
gets tired, they put it in the car.
Well, it was also had to have surgery on the way up. So they had to put the dog so that it wouldn't, something about its back leg. So
Oh,
yeah. But he
did they
seems to
fix
be
it?
all healed now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
So that's why. That's why. So hello, Lottie. Hello, Jen Bowles. And hello to, Cheryl says she read the book. Her number is 7. Wonderful. CJ, hi. And Edward Kenneth, it's wonderful to see you, sir. Cheryl, Ellen, and who else came? Who else snuck in? Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for being here. So before we start, we're going to do some numerology today, and I will pull a couple of cards with Deborah's. And we're looking at your address number.
Yes.
So put your address number in. You could also help us by if you can add them up yourself by telling her that you have
Right.
this is your address number. If you live in an apartment, put in address and then apartment, because this is the group and this is your personal, right?
Yeah. Let me explain a little bit more about that. So, like,
Okay.
I live in a mobile home park.
Yeah.
My mobile home number is 25. So my home is a 7.
Right.
But the address to the park is 221. So the park energy is fluctuating, the 5, in it, it's always a little active. And it's true for a senior park. Of course, people are coming and going all the time. So that's how you do it. So you do the street address formal, and then your place inside that number secondary.
Yeah. We don't want to know your whole address, so please don't put your whole, just put the numbers of your address
Put
in.
the number. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got them there. I didn't see that. Let me grab a piece of paper and start figuring
Somebody
things
already
out.
do it? Oh. Zip
What's
code?
that?
They want to know, should they give you the zip code?
No, just the street number.
Yeah, the street number.
I've discovered that the farther you get into the weeds with, this is just my experience with numbers, then the less likely they align with what we do. It's like you went ahead and put in the name of the street into numbers and convert that into and all that stuff. And then you get into like your personal day or personal week that you can get into the weeds on things, I think.
Sure.
But grab. I was just looking at her.
I do also, though, want to talk. We're going to talk today about Pam Bondi. I don't know if anybody else watched her her congressional hearing that she had today. She is one of the worst people I have ever seen, ever, and one of the worst women I have ever seen, ever.
Yeah.
And Deborah has some information on that, but we'll pick that up in a few minutes. We'll go ahead and do the. So yeah, that's what we're focusing on today, everybody. We're not doing other readings. And so what if 11 for apartment number, stay there or down to 2? If it's an 11, keep it. Yeah.
I like the 11 being kept. The only time you kind of reduce the master numbers is when in personal years, because personal years is only 9-year cycle, but it adds a little bit different flavor when you're in an 11-2 year. Just that's getting in the weeds.
So we'll start out with you.
So we've got the 5. We've got a lot of 5s probably. I have a feeling there's 5s. So how I would go about this is when you see that it's a 5, that's your house number. I'm assuming that your house number is a 5. So what's going to happen? And it's creative with the 3, and it's community with the 2. You know, all that stuff. You can get into it like that. If you find your household being chaotic, then what you can do is, I don't know, go to Home Depot and buy another number to change that. You don't hang it on the outside, you put it on the inside of your house, So, but it would be adding to your number or that type of thing to get the number you want. So if you're writing, you want to keep the 5. If you're doing the creative, if you're doing YouTube, if you're doing all these little fiddly things, you need the 5 energy. But if you want to calm down and everything, you might want to add it up to something different, like a 2 or a 7 introspective. Yeah.
All right. So I just see somebody asked a question, how do I join? Go ahead and put in we're doing numerology today for streets, addresses. Just put in your number of your address. And if you live in an apartment or condo or a mobile park, you know, put in that and tell us what it is.
Because I'm at 221 the street, but my personal house is 25, which is 7. So mystical, magical. Oh, Kelly was saying, why is Pam Bondi so evil?
I think she's a spawn of the devil, honestly. Yeah, she is just horrible. Yeah.
Kelly, makes me think that robot. Danger, 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 swinging arms. Yeah.
Put a number in the house? Oh.
No, put a number in of the house number in.
Oh, she's on the road. So she's not living anywhere in particular. That's an interesting. Yeah. What's your number at your home or at the home you did live? Maybe, Kelly. Yeah. Hi, Charlie.
If you were living in your car, you know what I would do? I would add up your VIN number.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Your VIN number is your address in a lot of ways. That's true. Yeah. Very true. Yeah. But that means like 16 digits or whatever. So, oh, where you get your mail? Not sure. Yeah. All right. So do we want to start with Eliza, or are you frozen up, or am I frozen up? Oh my. Let me know who's frozen. Deb is frozen. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. All right. All right. So hopefully she'll be able to come baak. You were thinking, oh, it's a license plate. Yeah, now there's the idea. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. All right. Yep, you were frozen, sweetheart. Yeah.
Yeah, it kicked me off.
Okay. So this is if not the VIN number, but maybe the license plate number of the RV she lives in. That would be okay. So go ahead and put that in if you would, if you're wanting to know. All right. Yeah. All right. So you want to go ahead and do Eliza? Whoops. Now it's not there.
Where is she?
Oh, she's a 203 or a 5.
Yeah, that would be. I was just saying with her that the 3 is creative. The 2 is communal type of thing, but the 5 means everything's kind of hopping all the time. If you don't want that, then you might want to add a 1 to that, which means just the number 1 inside your house. I did it for a while, and it did soften the energy a bit.
Wow.
But then you can take that away. Yeah.
All right. So Eliza, I'll pull a card for you while Deborah does the next person. Eliza, you got the growing card, and it says you're here to learn, discover, and grow. And you by embracing life's lessons, you become more aligned with your higher purpose. And that's actually quite an interesting card for what Deborah just read about. How you can choose which one is more important than the other one. So there you go.
Right. Yeah. Right. So we've got a 6 here with Anna, and so the 6 is what's coming to mind is this. The 6 is pretty strict on order, and so if you tend to be a creative and you have piles of this and that and rick-a-rack and things like that, then you'll be very uncomfortable in the 6 energy. And that would be the reason why. What happened?
Deborah, I put a dumpster outside. I live in a 6 house, and I can't stand my house. I'm throwing everything away that I can possibly throw away because it's been too long. And that makes 100%. Yeah.
It's kind of like that naggy uncle that you don't want in your family line.
Yeah. And I get rebirth for you, Anna. And I'm going to take it for myself as well because I'm a 6. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Something the way it goes.
Yeah. All right. So Maureen's at 3929. And her apartment number is 221.
So it's 5 for your area, and then it's 5 for your house as well. So you've got not only kind of a busy house or a home that doesn't allow you to rest. You know, when you just you'd be laying down, having a coffee and say, there's weeding to do, or there's little bits and stuff here. If you are a life path 7, that's annoying to you. I mean, you can put it out of your mind, but it'd be annoying to you. But so you have to kind of filter all this information through who you are. And And so, but that is really high. I'm wondering, and Maureen, do you, I know you don't travel now probably, but did you ever travel while living in this apartment specifically? Or
She
want to
just
travel?
moved into there, but I think
Oh.
most of her travel is low, like,
Mhm.
maybe 100 or 200 miles away, but
Okay. Active.
okay.
Active.
Yeah. All right. So I'm trying to get everybody's. All right.
Start.
Thank you. Yeah. And Anna said she's dealing with the same thing as I am with regard to getting rid of stuff. That's a riot.
I think Maureen just put that she's a life path 9. I kind of remember that now. So this apartment might be heavy on you, but if you know what it is, then you can understand where this comes, because a 9 is a kind of a nester.
Okay. Well, she's in senior citizen housing now with her husband, even though she's not a senior yet, really, but he is. And so, yeah, that's fascinating.
Awesome.
That's fascinating. All right. So Gemini, 7975, and then the condo number.
7975. So that's a 28-1.
Ooh.
So that means I don't know if the condo area is getting an uplift, or if because ones can be kind of fractious, and so you'll say complain about something for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's fixed, that kind of thing. And you're living in a 4 apartment. So the 4 is really steady. And it's almost like, I want to say this, Gemini, you bought into an apartment you can afford comfortably. You know what the rent is or the mortgage, and it's comfortable. And I'm not saying you're not struggling. I'm not saying that, but but housing, food, and like medical cares, like those are your must-haves, and you've got that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen, I forgot to read for you. I got the master, and I feel like you're mastering where you live. And Gemini, for you, I got integration, and that seems to be, there's the balance there, the balance that you're trying to achieve in this particular place. So. Wow, the roof was replaced and repainted.
Ah.
Yep, but you had to wait a while probably for that to happen.
That's nice though.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, so Edward appears to be a 5 as well.
Yeah, we've got some travelers here.
He does work from home. So
well, it depends on the work you do, because that can support it. And that number can support that. And because it's, the worst case scenario is that dog in Up that says squirrel, a squirrel. That's the archetype of 5, is, oh, that looks good. And they'll forget that they're supposed to be at a dinner, but let me just check this out and check that out, that type of thing. But the 5 is really good for, if you're building a business, if you're all that stuff, it's really good.
Great. That's great. Yeah. Wow. Well, you bought the right place, Edward. I'm glad you know now, even though you didn't know before you bought it. So, Eliza, didn't we do Eliza? Did we do Eliza? This is the other question that somebody had. Yeah. What about the home number that we grew up in? Did that influence us? That was the question.
Yeah, but make sure that it doesn't it's the energy of the unit you're living in, the house you're living in. So in other words, if lived in a 7, then there would probably be, you saw ghosts as a kid. If you grew up there, these are all portals to, the 7 is a portal to academia. This is, where you can get into higher learning. I don't know if your parents were intellectuals and higher education stuff, or if they traveled, or or there was a spiritual bent to it, but for sure, I'm sure you saw things that others might not have. The 7 is very good about that.
That's because it's a spiritual number. Deb, I was thinking, my second husband and I lived in a 5. And the whole time that I was there, I had read at that time, which would have been in the 80s, that 5 was secretive, duplicitous, et cetera, et cetera.
Really?
And he cheated on every wife that lived in that place with him.
Isn't that something?
And so I thought that had the number. Yeah.
Yes. Some of the downsides, the shadow side of a 5 could be that, because they're so distracted by this shiny object that they really do forget about everything else. And if you're not disciplined, all it takes is some self-awareness. But that is true that, that's a shame that
I went through that. I know. But
on it.
Edward, I'm sorry. I got the timeline for you. And I feel you lived in the house you bought. And as time was wearing out here, you ended up buying the house that you lived in. And it was in divine timing. So I'm getting the feeling that you went there and you did the work, and you knew when was the right time to do that. So wow, sorry I missed that on you. Yeah. So we have Jen. She lives on a 7th Street in an apartment 11. That's fabulous.
I hope you're doing some spiritual work. I mean, so this is the trick. This is the trick. Whatever your 7 is focused on, so the street is focused on, that's the energy, right? Let's say the building is on 7th Street. Or so what that is that whatever that community is focused on will be. So if there's political people or that focus, but the 11 is where you get into the higher knowledge. So I would assume that everyone in that apartment building, whatever their number is, will have that ability to move into whatever you want, whatever field you want to go into.
She's been waiting to get an apartment for, I think definitely over a year. It might be even more than that. And she finally was this apartment came up. She started her own channel, but she was living with people. It was hard for her to do the work.
Sure.
She did what she could. I think this is going to go. Yeah. This is the seed that will grow for you, Jen. Look at that.
Look at that card. That's a lovely card.
It is. It's been a year and a half. Okay. I thought that makes sense, Jen. And you're going in tomorrow, and I'm so excited for you. You know it. And I hope your son and some of the other men are helping you do that move. Oh, how exciting. You know what's cool? You've had a lot of things in storage. I had stuff in storage at one point for 3 years, and it was like Christmas Day when I got that stuff out of storage, and I'm like, oh, I remember this. I forgot about this,
I've got cool stuff.
I know. Who knew what I had? I didn't. I forgot. Yeah. It's amazing. Thanks, Jen, and good luck, honey. So Mary's at 2293.
I lost track when I was counting. 16-7. She's in a 7
Mary,
energy.
You're 7 too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like things. You have that extra little intuition that the 11s and stuff like that, which can be annoying. So anybody who feels jealous of the 7, let me tell you. So we open and close portal ways all the time. It's when we leave them open that can cause trouble, because portal way is where entities can cross through, and that's where that's the 9th dimension kind of time space stuff. And so we open a portal to God when we say, dear God, and then we close it when we say amen, that type of thing. So we're conscious of that. With 7s, those portals just cycle open and close. So if you have a rash of chaos or disruption, just pray to close all portal ways with divine creator substance or something.
Well, Mary was told a number of years ago from a reader that she had a portal in her backyard, and that she had to be careful of the portal.
Yeah.
And she lives she has a farm, and she's got lots of animals, lots of things. So Mary, I think that verified that. Oh my God, that's wonderful. And I'm getting that your place is powerful. And if it's an 11, no, it's a 7, you said.
It's a 7. Right? Very powerful.
It's powerful spiritually for you. And I know you feel that as well in your everyday life. So.
Oh, she has. Can you highlight that? She says she has an entity that has lived in the thicket behind my barn, has been there for years, was told by Susan Lynn to leave it alone. Interesting, to leave it alone. Yeah, I wouldn't even speak of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because that's drawing attention. See, so let's say you move into a house and there's an entity there, let's say this, and then you think it's kind of cool.
Uh-oh, she froze up again. Hopefully she'll come back. Those of you on Deb's channel, we're looking at your address, numbers, and where you live. And so just put not your whole address, just the numbers in your address. And if you have an apartment or a condo or something like that, then make sure you, yeah, I know. I don't know why Deb froze again. Let's see if she can come back in. All right. So yeah, just visiting, I'm letting you know, because you put in that you're in a 7-year, and we want to know if you're wanting to know what your house number is. It will give you the energy of that house. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I have everybody that's said something here. All right. All right, Wisconsin Lightkeeper. All right. Mousy Girl, you have a major lag? I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, you have an apartment number 2. All right. Thank you. I'll change it. There you go. So Liza is an astrologer. She says, since we're in an eclipse season, the boundaries drop a week before the first one and close after the last eclipse a week later. And yes, we are currently, are we exactly? Very close. I think it's the 17th. We have the eclipse of the sun. And then the month, I think it's March 3rd. We have the eclipse, or is it opposite? There's a sun one and a moon one. And this is when things are really, be alert to beings visiting. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Well, I hope she can come back. I'm going to check my phone and see if the lunar eclipse is March 3rd. Thank you. All right. What was this? Let me quickly shoot her off a message. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and read cards on those of you in line, and then when she comes back, she can do that. Okay? Contacts. Deb. All right. Oh, Denise McMullen. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, okay. Yes, sometimes you do have to do that. You have to refresh it or something because it gets stuck. I'm having a lot of problems with my own internet, but I think other people are too. So, all right, let me go over here and let me just, Charlie, I'm going to do you. And then when Deb gets back, hopefully she'll do the numbers. Okay. So Charlie, your message is release old beliefs and limitations. Open yourself to new ideas and endless possibilities. Embrace adaptability and the freedom to explore new perspectives. As you let go of the past, you unlock deeper layers of your potential and discover the expansive worlds within. So there's yours. And hello, Bob. Bubs Grant. Nice to have you here. Card for you is, let's see. You're starting to gain momentum from something. As you know, when we first get up off the ground, it's a little bit slow start, but as the balloon lifts and starts to move across the landscape, momentum is achieved and you're making swift progress. So whatever it is in your life that you've been hoping for that to happen, it looks like you're on the precipice of that particular thing. So thank you. All right. Cheryl, let me see if she's written me back. I'm sorry. Oh, she's coming back. I think she rebooted her computer. All right. So Cheryl. Ooh, Cheryl. It looks as though this card is saying that you have some bounty and you're willing to share it with others. Now, remember, it does not have to be food, nor money, nor anything else. It could be something that you're sharing, wisdom or knowledge about something, but you're perfectly willing to do it. And on the plate that you're serving is the light. It's a candlelight, and so it's shining itself upon you and recognizing the work that you're doing in order for that to happen. So, thank you so much. All right, we have LP. All right. Oh, you're in a 6. You're just like me. Deborah said that a 6th place is, it's okay if you're working from home or you're doing things, but if you've got lots of little messes all around, then you may not be able to work as well because you're worried about all those little messes. So,
Hi, sorry.
That's okay.
It's because I didn't clear my cache.
Of course it is. Yes.
Sorry.
It's because you have so much cash. You need to.
Yeah. Oh, my spam or something or whatever. It's that
She's
button.
the 6. I got guidance here, and look at the angels are there to guide you. So go ahead. I just started reading my part, and going. So I did tell her about a 6.
Yeah, the 6. It's a nice, calm. Now, the negative side of the 6 is that you can be stubborn and bossy. You know, that you're the only one that's right. And you know what? 9 times out of 10 you are. But you don't really say it out loud to people's faces. What do you?
My husband, I'll always tell my husband something and he'll say, no, that's not right. And then it is. And then he says, you're always right. How come you're always right? And I said, I really am not always right, but I'm going to remind you if I am.
That's right. You bet. Told you so. Told you so.
All right. So I've read for Charlie, so you can go ahead and she's a 372. All right. That's a 3.
So that's
right?
a 3. Very, very creative.
Ooh.
Very creative. So also communication is really good with a 3. You can lose yourself in creativity. Your freedom is creativity too. So if you find yourself in a bad mood, do something creative, even if it's just working on ChatGPT, I don't know, whatever, running things through, but think creatively and you'll be out of it like that.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. So yes, I am getting, I do have you just visiting. It's just that you came in later and you're on the list. Okay. So just be patient. We have Bubs Grant. I would love for you to read on my flat number, please. 7911.
Is that the address or the space number? Well,
yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. All my electronics are really weird. Maybe I have a portal.
Maybe.
No.
We brought it up. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a 9. If I add all of it up, I don't know about the slashes. If you're living in an 11 flat at building number 79, then it's a little different. But the whole thing together is a 9, which means that you can be delighted with many things in the world that you want to bring home. Because what you see on the outside of your house that you can identify with, you'll want in your home. So in other words, legacy building.
Yeah. Wow.
And so that could be very, very good, because when people come into your house, they say, yep, that's you.
Yep.
Or it can be too cluttery.
Yep. Yes. Jules and Joanula, Lula, go ahead and put up your address number, and Deb will read on it.
And if there's an apartment, yeah.
That's all right, just visiting. Then you need to go back to sleep. So I'm going to do you next. 705. That's a 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is. It's a 12-3. So it's community, independence, and then creativity. That's a really, really great number to have in there. Now, if you're one that has a tendency to have too much going on creatively, you just have a book over here, a bunch of clay over there, and the painting is half done over there, then you may want to modify that by adding 1 on the inside of your house, just adding 1, and that'll bring you to a 4, and it'll ground you a bit.
Oh, okay. That's really cool. All right. For you, I got trust, honey. And if you've had a procedure today, you're flying high, and just trust it all is going to be well. So
flying high. Yeah, take your drugs.
All right. We have Cheryl 333 next. All right.
So again, a 9. So it's
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see. She'll come back as soon as she can. She's just having trouble today getting through. Okay, here she comes.
I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
But the 9 is all about, be careful of finding yourself identifying things in the world that you identify it for yourself, because you'll have a tendency to bring it in to your home.
There you go. And yes, just visiting. Add a 1 inside your art studio where you create. There you go. There's your 1. Yeah, because you're the one doing it. So that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, we got Ellen, 2600 Street and 203 apartment.
Wow. So you have a very it's a very solid street, the 8, and the things that are built there, if they're built shoddy, if someone wants to just like throw something, an outbuilding on their in the neighborhood or something like that, then on that street, then it'll just fall down, because it needs to be high quality stuff. And again, you've got a 5 apartment. So, and for an apartment, apartments are usually pretty transient anyway.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know if you'll feel completely at home there.
Yeah. Wow. Ellen, I have here receptivity. Be open and receptive to that which is coming for you. And so maybe you're going to move. I'm just throwing that out there because Deb said what she said. And Bubs is giving feedback here. She volunteers at the Salvation Army, and I tend to bring too much home. Just this morning, I was wondering where to move my cane stools to. We're changing things around. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And Joanna, we're reading on apartment numbers and I'm sorry, address numbers and apartment street numbers. So if you put that in, oh, you are moving in a month, Ellen.
I love it. I love these numbers.
You guys, you're a hoot. Do you know what your new number is? Put it in, Ellen, and we'll take a look at it. Yeah. Wow. Hi, Richleen. Nice to see you. All right. We have Christina Lamport. Yeah.
375. Oh, that's an 8. 26-8.
Yeah.
So so that is, again, with the 8s, it's hard for you to buy something. I mean, unless we're strapped financially and we need something, and so we have to spend very little on it, that really, that it's like throwing money away for you. And because money equals quality. What I have discovered personally, I'm not an 8, is that you can spend $3,000 on a computer like I did mine, and it still kicks you off StreamYard. I mean, it still overheats or whatever it's doing, right? So the times have changed in general, that you don't need a lot of money for a high quality phone, let's say, that type of thing. But it's a mindset that you're in. And also, you may look at someone else saying and think, I wish I was her. She's a lucky one. She's so lucky. Everything appears a little bit more easy for other people because you are a big manifester, but man, it's like manifesting through mud. You can still bring it in, but it's needs discipline.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Maria, if you want to put your street address in, the numbers, we will do your reading, but that's what we're doing today. Okay. Thank you. I've got innocence here for you, Christina. So your innocence now has been revealed. What Deborah said, with what Deborah said, you didn't know before, but now you know. That's the way I'm looking at it at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're an 8, Barbara, and you love to thrift shop. There you go. There you go. All right. We got Jules Niner. 2, 4,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 3, right? Are you getting 3? Yeah. Again, creativity is your angel and devil. Creativity can take you away, and you'd be doing amazing work that never gets finished, that can be not grounded type of thing. And then also it can be quite efficient. And the communication is efficient. So if you can possibly keep one project from start to finish, you'll get so much more done than trying to separate your time. I'm getting.
I see you're opening up to encompassing things that you may have believed in that actually were an illusion. And I love this because it's your third eye, your intuition. And it could be that something will spark itself for you and you will feel as though you kind of have been sitting in the dark for a while and now you're awake. For whatever, I don't know exactly what, but yeah. All right. We got Terry, Kelly, I'm sorry. And Kelly is also a 5. We've got a lot of 5s. Do you think that's normal? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It comes in waves. Like, for instance, our community is very evolved. So when you're looking at any of the numbers, it's like on the spiritual side of that number, right? So 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5. Yeah. 23, 5. So it's creativity and community. So again, depending on what your what your life path number is, if you're a 5, then you'll use that most likely as a home base and go travel or something like that. If you're one that really likes security, 5s can be a little annoying. I'll just put it that way.
Okay. I pulled the Fool. Make sure you look around before you jump. That's what I'm going to take with that.
Yeah, but fools can also bring in blessings that you never even dreamed of, and God asks you to approach it with a young heart, a new heart.
Right. We are doing address numbers today, people, but we're going to stop. I've got enough for now because I want to do something at the end of the show to talk about that we didn't in the beginning. So Tara Harvey, 9205, 716, right?
I was looking at the other one. Kelly said she was a life path 4 in a 5. Wasn't it a 5? Yeah, house. So yeah, that's would be hard, I think. 9, 14, 15, 16, 7. Yeah, 7 is what I'm getting. And so again, the portal house.
Yeah.
And so if a great house to do mediumship, you'll have energies coming and going. So you need to be like, I live in a 7 house. So I have strict rule. My grandma Rose is not allowed in my house. No one is allowed in my house. It is a clean house. And because it's so active at times that I keep it closed pretty tight. So it's up to you how you want to play that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But look at this. I get here that you can achieve mastery here.
That's right. With 7. Yeah.
And definitely. So there's your the good part there. All right. So Mousy lives at a 3504. So that's
a 3.
12 is a 3. Yeah.
It's a 3. And so that's very, very creative again. So we've got 3s and 5s coming around.
Yep.
Yeah. The creation.
Yeah. But she has to wait for some people to help her create some things that she'd like to have. And that's the hardest part for her because there are some things she's limited. Yeah. She has a terrarium that she wants outside to be built. And unfortunately, she has to depend on her nephew to do it. I don't know if he's done it yet, but he said he would.
So here's the deal. So with a 3 energy, I don't know what life path you are, but the 3 energy is giving you insight on different ways to achieve that. So how I would think if it was a 3, if that house is asking you to be creative, is to not rely on your nephew or grandson or whatever. Don't rely on that. Query other places to see if they wanted to take on the task for their portfolio.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have
a
design,
the lemonade and the iced tea,
What's that?
She can provide the lemonade and the iced tea if she does that, right? Yeah. Wow.
Lots of 3s. Greenhouse. She says nope.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. Johanna Lula.
7. 4. I get a 7.
Okay.
Do you? I'm wrong.
3, 4, and 9. And
yeah, when you get into 16, doing things.
16 is a 7. Yep.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So again,
don't participate in any spooky stuff. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Don't grow attached to. I think one of the things I had before I was rudely kicked off by the forces. The thing is that if you attack, if there's energy in your house, and you kind of think, oh, it's kind of fun because sometimes it, I don't know, shows up in funny ways. You will eventually it will become part of you, and so just make sure you get rid of it all. They're not fun. Anything around is going to be negative.
All right, so we have we have Wisconsin Lightkeeper. Address 5, apartment 11. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. The 11 is so creative and able to, if they can keep their emotions intact, the apartment, because I think there's a lot of energy in your apartment that is emotionally driven. In other words, you could watch the same show at a friend's house and not cry, but in your house, if you say you'll cry, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And the same with joy as well. So that it's just understand that the energy you're in can be emotional. So with a 5 address tells me that you might want to have the need to change right away. I've just got to leave this house. I've got to find someplace else. If you're constantly saying, I've got to find a different place to live or something like that, then you can't express the 11 that way. But that's where it's coming from, is the 5.
Yeah. So everybody, don't laugh at me, but whenever I move or find a place to live, I always do the numerology. I always do it.
Good for you. I didn't know that about it.
Before I put anything down on it, I just want to make sure that it's a place that I need to live and not
that you can live comfortably.
Yeah. And I really love that I can be very bossy because yes, I've seen it.
You created a good life.
I know it. Here's healing here for you, Wisconsin Lightkeeper. And it looks a lot like Reiki healing because the hand is over some of the chakras and your heart is beautifully illuminated. So that's wonderful. You have a great view of hawks, bald eagles, and cedar waxwings. I've been taking great photos from this apartment. She takes a lot of photos, and she takes a lot of photos of the moon as well. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Desiree Blower, 1712.
Can you read?
I don't know.
So that's a 11-2 rather. So
11-2.
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11-2. So I always add. It boils down to a 2, but it's an emotional 2, which can be tricky. So if someone comes to you, I don't know what life path you are, but the house screams, bring me your tired, your all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so you might have, can't you rent out the room or can I sleep on your sofa type of thing? That type of thing, because the 2 is mastering relationships. So this could be part of actually, I'm getting a hit here. I don't know if it's true, but I'm thinking that maybe you have to be a little overly nice or conscientious to your neighbors, even though they rub you the wrong way, because how that relationship really affects you. Here in my place, if I feel I've upset someone, I just close the door. I mean, it doesn't affect me in here, but it might affect you. Yeah.
You just saw a red-tailed hawk. Oh, that's beautiful. And it's your birthday today. So happy birthday to you. Yeah. I'm getting that all of this feeds into your maturity. And eventually, Desiree, you might just say, sorry, I got no room on the couch this time. Maybe that's your biggest challenge.
Yeah. I have met some 2s that have boundaries galore, and they found out that they were burned or manipulated because it's heartstring stuff, and you think, nope, I'm not going to let anyone in.
Yeah, that's right. Wow.
Nice.
All right, Richleen. Yeah,
another 5.
Is it also Richleen? Is it also your birthday today? If it is, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah.
Just visiting his birthday. 12, 13, 14, 5. It's a 5.
5. There we
energy
go
again. So that's that restlessness. Some of the now let's say you're restless, but you have no option to move, and you kind of like your place most times. this restlessness can be played out in really cool ways, like moving the furniture around, redecorating, starting a YouTube channel, because fives are all about showing yourself to the world. You're better off in front of the camera than behind it, type of thing.
Wow. Yeah.
So you can work out the energy really well.
So that tells me, Richline, that you would be good at a YouTube channel. There you go.
Your house will support you.
Look at this. You've got the guidance. If you listen to your archangels and your angels, ask them to come in and help you to make any decisions that you feel like you need extra help with. So there's that. Yeah. Hi, Sharon. It's great to see you, dear. All right. The last one we have for today, and then Deb and I are going to talk about Pam Bondi. Michelle Strange, 516 is the number.
That's a 3.
Okay.
So, yeah, 11, 12, 3. The same thing with, so that house, you get inspired creatively in the house. So if you already have a tendency to be creative, that's the home run for you, for sure.
Oh.
And if you, and you'll feel it if, okay, something came to me, like you'd feel it really bad if you were stuck in a rut. Like if you worked from home in a job that's just the same every single day, that'd be, you'd have a little trouble. You want the creativity part, but everything can be done.
Just visiting, it's not your birthday today either. I'm sorry. I'm seeing happy birthday set everywhere, and I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right. So, Michelle, I have laziness. And so they don't want you to rest on your laurels. They want you to understand what it is you need to do. And it's okay to take a break, but don't be lazy. That's what they're asking you to do. Yeah.
Take a break. Don't be late.
All right. So before we started, Deb and I were talking backstage, and I was telling her that I saw the Pam Bondi hearing with Congress. And to be quite honest with you, it was nothing more than a shit show. Really, it was horrible. She is the nastiest woman I think I have ever seen. And everything for her is snarky and it reminds me of see you next Tuesday, if you know what that means. That's her energy. So
see you next Tuesday. I've never heard that before. That's so funny.
You haven't? Just take the first letter, but the first letter in C is a C. You. Next.
Ah, got it. Oh, yeah.
That's how you say it and get away with it. That's how you say it and get away with it. Yep. Anyway, I'm not going to say that word. It is not a word I like, but she embodies that energy. And she would not even stand up and turn around to the Epstein victims in the back of the room. So wait till you hear what Deborah has about her life path number and who else's life path number.
So Pam Bondi, 31-4, Donald Trump, 31-4, and his son, Don Jr., 31-4.
I am too, by the way.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody fits it. We have just this expansive way we choose, because that's why we're here, is to choose the same or choose differently, choose to the best of our ability, that type of thing. And so but 4 needs that security. So whatever level of security you need, you can have a 4 life path that is real comfortable with a nice, like a cheaper apartment, and but all of their needs are met. Or you can, another 4 would need to have a contract signed for a huge amount of money and a job, to find that security. And so you have found a comfortable place in your life that, right? And so that your needs are met, and you have an understanding of everything. But, and being out on a limb for a 4 is really hard. Like if you think, oh, that's going to stretch us if we invest in that, and then you go ahead and do it, then you'll feel stretched the whole contract. There's no getting out of it.
Pretty much how I feel about things. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that about me.
With the Trump train, their idea of wealth is there's no or security is, I don't know what drives them. It's like they need all this input all the time. So their cycle of reward are millions of dollars a day. That's their cycle of reward.
Yes.
And so Pam is getting something out of this. She's getting security. If daddy says something bad, it devastates her.
Mm-hmm.
And
about
her performance or her,
yes.
she will just crumble, just absolutely crumble.
Yeah.
So that's.
And I don't know. I had to zip through the Republican questioning because every time a Republican, oh, hi there, hello. And every time a Democrat, she's like chewing nails, but she was the same way in the Senate. And there were some people who stood up to her, even though she felt that she had the right to answer everything that with a diversion, including the fact that Merrick Garland didn't do anything. And so don't say anything about President Trump and me and this and that. And she, she's his champion all the time. And you've never seen that. Somebody told her she was the single worst attorney general they have ever seen. And I thought, because she's terrible. She's horrible. And, but she
fits into the odd world of the Trumpism because he hires people that are so incompetent so he can keep everybody at his whim and compliant.
Right. Yep. They're and then she has the gall to call Jamie Raskin not a real lawyer, and he's a constitutional lawyer, and he knows a lot more than she does about everything. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. She does make our brain bleed. So what I have here is that she floats around the male. And we know who that male is. And she wants convenience. So she can conveniently do anything for him that she wants to do. But I certainly hope the trials, and I'm just going to say that, the trials later, the Nurembergs, are going to be quite enjoyable. So make sure you get enough popcorn whenever that occurs. And maybe even wear a diaper so you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom.
Like our president.
Yeah.
One more thing. Just a second.
Okay.
Just a second.
Yep. No problem. And remember that astronaut that was going from Houston to Florida and it was a woman and she wore a diaper so she didn't have to stop.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. She was in love.
Yep.
I was just looking at my other fours. Donald Trump Jr., Mark Milley.
Oh, Kim Jong-un. I think he's good. I think Milley is good.
But see, now that's a perfect example of your a forced conviction. There's no going around it. So Kim Jong-un, Pete Buttigieg, and Gretchen Whitmer are all four.
She is too. She's the Michigan governor, and everybody loved her. Now, that doesn't mean that because they're a Democrat, they're better than a Republican. That's not
no.
How you use that energy.
That's right. How you choose to use it. And that's the whole idea about, we're looking at him and say, how can he do that? How can he do it? Because we have free choice. That's the whole idea of that.
We do. Yeah. So I could be a degenerate, but fortunately, I had good parents.
Yeah. Well, you grew a conscience, and I think one of the things is that is for like a 4 to learn empathy at an early age, and that's what I wrote in one of my books that I haven't gotten to write yet. I mean, I've got the notes, but one of the things for a 4 is to have them early on putting themselves in other people's shoes, because they will build a wall around each other themselves. It's only about them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
What do you think about MTG? Because I just, she's a 35-8, so she goes where the money is.
Yeah, she does. She does. Yeah. That's all she wants is money. And yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think any of us still trust her.
Oh, no, I would never trust her.
No,
Cut from the same cloth. I just remember her yelling fake or something like that from the bleachers in that white coat.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. She was. And remember when she came into Congress after the election and she had a thing on Trump won. Remember when Joe Biden won, she wore that hat or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, she is crazy. She totally is crazy. But
but at least she's saying I think she's peeling off some, radicals.
Could be. Well, I have to say I'm completely enamored with Thomas Massie. He is a Republican from Kentucky, and my husband's from Kentucky, and I'm always denigrating the people that come out of that state as far as, lawyers and public officials. But Thomas Massie has stood up to this. And I'm thinking even Rand Paul has done some change in what he's accepting and not accepting.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, he definitely is. But yeah, and actually Kentucky has Brashear, who is a Democratic governor. So, maybe we're going to turn purple there at some point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
What's that?
By the way, Deborah, as we end up here today, I'm hearing through the grapevine that Mitch is on his last leg.
Mitch McConnell?
Yeah. He's out, he's home, he's something, and people are saying he's not coming back pretty much.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he and Joe Biden are the same life path number, the two. And so they're from the same generation as well. So they were the backroom slap on the back, let's have a beer and talk about it kind of guys. And that's the only thing that made me nervous about Joe Biden, that he was going to compromise too much. And on some things, I think he did.
Netanyahu for sure.
But then you look at the opposite of the two, instead of that caring heart center, and you do the it's all me for McConnell. I'd hate to have his life review.
They're saying he's the scythe is coming.
Yeah. I mean it. He's going to be stuck in limbo for a while, man.
My husband graduated from high school in 1974, a year after I did, because he stayed back 1 year. And the year Mitch McConnell was put into office was 1974. That's 50.
Kidding me.
No, that's sick to me. Just completely.
So one of the things about a one universal year, everyone, we are going to hear things and see things we couldn't imagine. And so
we're already
don't let that scare you. Yeah. Don't let that scare you at all, because it needs to for the change. But when I go to vote, I'm going to vote for the youngest Democrat I can. I don't care how much time they've had in office or anything, the youngest, and have a new and have, things change really, really quick. That's the only way we can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I didn't want to dip into the e-files today because there's so many bad things in there. But just remember, everybody, we're going to break through these illusions, and we're going to start from scratch, because it is a 1 year for sure. And also we have to do something, because if we don't, it's just going to continue and perpetuate forever and ever. So,
for the last decade, we have been them and us pretty much.
Yes.
But now it's going to be everyone in our party. It's going to have to show the right stuff to stay.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you so much. I wanted to make sure I fit that in one part of the show, and we will see you all in 2 weeks on Deborah's channel. She'll be hosting, and much love to everybody. And I hope you learned something about where you live. Yeah, that was fun.
Really fun. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Thank you for having me. Bye.